What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today is an absolutely massive day because we are finally going to go ahead, sit back, and discuss Battlefield 2042 Season 4. Now, just very quickly, I do want to thank each and every one of you guys who tuned into my stream yesterday when we live streamed Season 4 for Battlefield 2042. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys who tuned in, left a follow, or even just hung out and chatted with me, or even joined into the squad, because for those who don't know, every single game that we play that's multiplayer, we do open lobbies. So regardless, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And again, we will be live streaming Season 4 today. So if you guys missed out on yesterday's stream, we'll be live again today at 11 a.m. Eastern Time over on Twitch. The link to that is down in the description of this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have no clue where to start this video. But the easiest way I could put it is that I am in love. To think that Battlefield 2042 was in such a horrible state, just like, a couple of months ago, and then now, I can't get enough of it. This new season has introduced, to a lot of people, it might not be a decent amount of content in here, but for me personally, coming back to the experience, it has been phenomenal. Between all of the remakes that they've put out for this game, there are only being 2 more remakes, one of them coming mid-season for Season 4. And, of course, all of the new content as well, between weapons and new maps. I gotta say, the whole atmosphere of Battlefield 2042 has been evolving in a very good way, and Season 4 did nothing but positives, in my personal opinion. I think I want to go ahead and start off with the map that you guys are watching right here in front of your own eyes. The reason I want to start off with this is because I think it might be the best part of this whole overall update. This map is outstanding. Now, I have seen some mixed opinions here and there saying that Breakthrough's a bit rough, and just in Conquest in general, people are camping off on the cliffs and, vehicles are out and about and stuff like that. But honestly, I haven't run into any issues. I've tried SMGs, I've tried assault rifles, LMGs, you name it, I've tried it. And everything flows perfectly. Again, I think people just need more time to adjust. A lot of people, they hop into maps and expect to automatically know everything, and they get very, very, very frustrated when they don't understand the flow of the map itself. It takes time, you just gotta let it happen, adjust, learn from your deaths, learn from your experiences, and learn how to navigate. On Breakthrough, just like on any other map, all the maps are, horrifying on Breakthrough. Let's be real. If we want to break it down to the core fundamentals of people camping on the outskirts and, staying all the way back and sniping, this, that. Just like on all the other maps, you need to make use of smokes. You need to actually have your support players play support and heal you and help you progress. You need your vehicles to actually play their roles. It's a lot of stuff in line in order to make, matches work. It's not like skill-based matchmaking in COD where you're going to be getting whooped because your team is horribly balanced, but in Battlefield, it's not really one-on-one. It's if your team is, if they don't know what they're doing, you will get dominated, and you just got to accept that. It happens sometimes, and you do the same thing to other teams when you completely stomp out people. At the end of the day, I think this map is phenomenal on all game modes across the board. Like I said, it flows great for everything. There's countless spots for infantry players to roam, so I don't know where the complaint of people camping out on the outskirts, killing them all the time is coming from, because there's like 3-4 plus flags designated to infantry. And once again, even on Breakthrough, the majority of the points are designed for infantry. Yeah, if you're trying to flank or you're on the outskirts, you might engage with some snipers, but again, if you correctly use your smokes and you know how to progress and Breakthrough, you won't have to deal with those people. There's so many ways to maneuver this map that I'm just so pleased to see that DICE finally understands. And even though I enjoy infantry gameplay more than everything else in Battlefield, I still enjoy dabbling with tanks. I love Nightbirds. I love flying, going in support choppers and guiding people through. Everything in Battlefield's a blast, so trust me, I've tried everything across the board, not just infantry, and everybody has a good time. Air vehicles have plenty of space to actually work with, while also having terrain and cover to back up behind in case of emergencies to get their flares back. Tanks have perfect positioning to be able to, actually engage with one another, engage with infantry, or even have perfect push-up points where they can actually engage with the flags themselves. It just seems like DICE had everybody in mind when it came to this map, and that's what makes it so special in my opinion. Even down to the specialists. Everybody has a spot here. I would say on the majority of the Battlefield 2042 maps, certain specialists definitely shine in certain locations, but on this map right here, there might be a few specialists that might be pretty useless, but overall, across the board, I would say everybody shines in their own unique way on this map. I'm being so serious when I say everything. All weapons, all vehicles, all specialists, every playstyle, whatever you enjoy out of gaming, this map has to offer. And if they can, perfect this style, oh my god, I just can't wait. I can't wait to see what other maps they have in store. Moving on to the next thing I want to discuss, that is the Battle Pass. I'm going to make a complete separate video about this topic because I love that premium owners get the Battle Pass for free, every single one of them. I just love that concept, and I understand it's, as a sorry for putting you through all this crap, but I really hope this becomes something that's more permanent in the future. If you pay $100+ for a game, you get more of the battle passes for free or discounted prices or something of that sort. But again, I'm going to talk about that in a different video, a different topic. At the end of the day, I do want to say this battle pass is straight fire. There's not been one slide that I have passed on that I haven't said that is dope. There's been battle passes in the past, and especially in different games where, I'm sliding through, I'm like, yeah, cool. I'll look through and I'll find stuff that are cool, but realistically, will I really want them? Will I use them? No, this battle pass is straight fire. And I love the fact that DICE have completely changed their art style that they were pointing towards. You could tell by the leaks and by the rumors and by what they were releasing in the beginning, they wanted to push this game in a flashy Call of Duty, bring out the unicorns, bring out the clowns, bring out this, that onto the battlefield. Oh man, I'm so glad they opted out of that, and we spoke our voices, we spoke our opinions and said we don't want that crap. We want more grounded, realistic, nitty-gritty, military-styled stuff. It could be flashy, don't get me wrong. You can make military-styled stuff flashy. People in real life have flashy stuff on their weapons all the freaking time. It's just when you go completely out of bounds, out of the box, and when we're supposed to be immersed in an atmosphere here, is when it's not logical. And trust me, they are immersing us in the atmosphere. The skins are fire. They pop. They're flashy. Yet at the same time, they fit the military theme of what a Battlefield game is all about. This is what DICE does best right here, and I'm just so happy to see that they have perfected the style and they haven't strayed away from it. Ever since Season 1, when, like I said, they heard our feedback, they have never changed the style. They have fixed it, and they have kept it consistent, and I'm just really happy to see that. So Battle Pass, 2, I would say 3, even 4 thumbs up. If I had a couple extra hands, I would definitely give you 4 thumbs up. It's fire. It really is fire. I'm going to be grinding the hell out of this thing. And then moving on, of course, to the weaponry that we got here. Sadly, I didn't get to try the assault rifle yet. I think it's tier 40. It's going to take a hot second for me to get that. The new secondary shotgun as well couldn't try. LMG couldn't try. The only thing I have right now is the AC-9 in this footage that you're watching right here. This is actually the first game I've used with the AC-9. I've gotten a little bit more attachments. The thing is the beast. The thing is an absolute beast, and I'm sure the rest of the weapons are going to be a beast as well. Seriously, DICE nails the weapons across the board. I know a lot of people say there's a meta, but there realistically is not. I mean, I can personally play this game in any way, shape, or form. And of course, maybe I shouldn't say there's not a meta, because there's always a meta. In every game you could possibly think of, there is going to be an established meta. But what I wanted to say is that the meta doesn't force you to play that way. You are still able to explore, branch out, try new things without the meta being your downfall. That's what COD runs into all the time, and even though they have a huge amount of weapons, they still can't find a way to fix it. It makes no sense. Battlefield, on the other hand, they fixed it. And people might say, well, it has less weapons than COD, but look at Battlefield 4, for the love of God. Do you know how many weapons that game has? And pretty much all of them are so enjoyable to use. DICE knows how to manage weapons. They might have, messed up a little bit with Battlefield 5, changing the time to kill, but trust me, right here, right now, Battlefield 2042, let me think real quick. Is there a weapon? I mean, some of the Portal weapons that were ported over in the assault rifle category, I don't really enjoy, but there's not a single SMG from Portal and the real game that I hate, not a single LMG from Portal or the real game that I hate. Sniper rifle, nothing that I hate, obviously. Shotguns, special guns, nothing. There might be 2 guns that I just don't use. Everything is so viable. And again, I love that. So I trust that the rest of these cool new weapons are going to be really fire as well. But I did get to try the new gadget. It's obviously not showcased in this gameplay footage right here. But the new explosive launcher, it's awesome. It's like a sticky launcher. And at the same time, it gets infantry kills so good as well. So try it against infantry too. I think it works like a Semtex, a sticky grenade almost. It's so awesome to kill people with this thing. And at the same time, the destruction in this map... Oh, God, I'm going back to the map design again. The destruction is solid. It's really good. And with this new explosive launcher, it makes it 10 times more enjoyable to be an assault player. You just feel like you're just flying around, dominating, blowing everything up. You're chasing down tanks, chasing down everybody. It's so addicting and fun. I'm glad that DICE is... Again, we like the military theme of the cosmetics. We love that stuff. But when it comes to gameplay, Battlefield has never been a milsim, right? it has military features, but it's always been crazy. It's always been, outlandish. It's always been, people have always found ways to do the craziest things in Battlefield. And it seems like they're just taking advantage of that. They're loving it. They're enjoying it. They didn't do that in the beginning of the game. They clickbaited us with the trailer to get us to think that they were doing that with, Battlefield 2042. But no, they're finally growing the game to where it should be, to where, we do have a ton of those only in Battlefield moments. And I get them a lot in this game now. I'll be real. And it's fun every single time they pop up. The new vehicle, the Brawler, is absolutely insane. I didn't get to actually unlock it just yet. I'm so close to getting it. I should be able to get it in today's stream. Like I said earlier, if you want to hop into today's stream, we're starting at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Link to my Twitch channel is down in the description of this video. But I did get a hop in it because other people in the game obviously have unlocked it. And it's awesome. It's really cool. I love that people can actually post up inside. They peek their heads above. And at the same time, a new feature on this vehicle, which I love personally, is that you can spawn on it as basically infantry. It doesn't completely lock you out if the vehicle is packed like other, obviously vehicles are like. It allows you to spawn and you'll obviously pop up behind it, maybe to the side of it. It allows your team to be able to unite and push. It's one of those vehicles that are going to cause a lot of attention. It's going to be a lot of people spawning by them, a lot of people rotating around them, but it's also going to cause a lot of hot, intense action because, with Mavs, when people use them, they either go right into the action and blow up, or, they try to, give you a little bit of a push and then they blow up because they're so slow. Or you use it as a mobile spawner. You go, you flank, you set it up in a safe spot, and you have, your people on the gunners who can gun people out or are trying to come up and take it out. While at the same time, it's in a safe enough spot that people can spawn on it, leave, and go to the objective. But the Brawler, it allows you, because, it's just a beast machine. You can charge up into objectives. You can dominate. People can spawn on it and spawn around it. It's it's the Mav on crack. I love this thing. It's absolutely awesome. Once again, DICE is just adding more and more stuff into the game that is just adding atmosphere. That's the moral of the story, adding atmosphere. Then the new specialist, Camila. She is actually really cool. I was a little worried about her because she's in the recon class. But honestly, realistically, a lot of the recon players, I don't even use the snipers for them. Their proficiency is mostly useless. Having, no, what is it? I believe you don't have to hold your breath with snipers when you use the recon. Realistically, I take my shots so quickly with it. I'm not really sitting there holding down my scopes, for 2 years. I'm usually, I don't push. I don't run and gun in people's faces, but I like to keep my sights down until I actually see someone and I'm ready to engage. It doesn't, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't really bother me. People like Pike, or Pike, however you want to pronounce her name, and Camila, I use them with SMGs mostly. She's going to be an SMG person for me. I like flanking, I like pushing, and she does a fantastic job with that. Her ability allows her to be a little bit more sneaky. A lot of stuff can't detect her, so she's able to flank and get around enemies a little bit more quietly, while at the same time, her gadget works almost like an EMP. It's really awesome because you don't necessarily have to use it around vehicles all the time. That's what I thought it was going to be like, where, you kind of post up with vehicles and kind of act like an engineer. You don't have to do that. You can spawn on vehicles. You could put it by vehicles. It could be very handy. But at the same time, if you're in an infantry zone, if you're in, a spot, you can set that up and it'll help your team. It'll take down certain pieces of equipment. It'll help your team spot from certain pieces of equipment. And it also, acts as, like I said, an EMP. It takes down people's mini-maps and stuff and distorts all their stuff. It's really useful, honestly. And I personally believe that DICE did a pretty good job with balancing her out enough that she fits within the class system, but still feels unique enough that, the specialist system is still live. I know people hate to hear that, but, that is going to be a core part of Battlefield 2042 until the very end. It's impossible to change it, These specialists need to feel partially like specialists while at the same time they're trying to compromise with the class system. Now, hopefully they never do this again. And I do enjoy the compromise of the class system, but I hope that they just revert back, revert back to the classic class system. You could still sell skins for your classes, your assault class, your medics and all that stuff. You can sell skin packs. It'll work perfectly fine. I mean, the majority of the skins in this game, they cover up the faces anyway, so you don't even know who the specialists are. So, you might as well go ahead and revert completely back to the classes. But for the time being, all the specialists feel okay right now. There can be some additional work in the future, but at this current state, none of them are truthfully really pissing me off. Liz just got nerfed, so I haven't really been seeing her too much realistically right now, so it's been kind of relaxing a bit. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Right now, the class system is fine. You have people split up into engineers, support roles, assault roles, and people are playing them. So it seems like the compromise is slowly panning out nicely. And the specialist, it's no more being made. So that's it. This is the final one, and I'm okay with that. With how they're set up, with who they are, with what their abilities are. I think everything is good. We don't need anything else. And like I said, to make sure the class system can stay where it is right now. We don't need anything else to stress it out. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, I had a ton of fun playing this brand new season, and I'm going to be back again and again and again and again, honestly. It's just great being able to play Battlefield. And, you know, it's not the best of best Battlefield game ever made, known to mankind, but it's definitely something that's enjoyable right now. It's definitely something that's casual, something that I can kick back on an FPS that I can enjoy with many ways to play. You know, if I'm sucking with my aim and I suck as infantry, I can go out and just simply want to be a medic. I can drop ammo for people. I can stay in vehicles. Maybe I'll be good at flying and playing a support role, like a support helicopter, or maybe I can roll up with Mavs and get people to the objective. You know, there's something for everybody. Sit in the back with a sniper rifle. I don't care what you do. You know, there's always something for you to do in Battlefield, and DICE is finally understanding what that core Battlefield vibe is all about, and it's coming back to life. You could tell a lot of people are coming back, a lot of people are enjoying it, and of course, not everybody's going to want to give it a shot, but I definitely think that you should give it a go, especially since it's going to be hopping on, PlayStation Plus or whatever it's going to be, and I believe it's already on Game Pass right now as we speak, so if you have any of those services, by all means, give it a download, and even if you don't have those services, if you can find it on sale for $30-$40, I think it's definitely worth the price tag right now. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button, say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, for brand new, enjoy the content, subscribe, hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two we do so, Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.